6, and now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Being chased out left. He's got him in. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs from 21 yards away. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now they send a man in motion right. Rodgers will throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Hurts. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. He's got room at the 30.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
26 yards.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he's got room.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hurts a handoff
as Sanders has it poked free. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game.
He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So it's 1st and goal. Need to be a little wary of leaving Aaron Rodgers too much time, but you got to score here first.
Sanders going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They'll try to run with Sanders into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Grant Calcaterra. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there on the catch and run, 73 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of a team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to throw. Out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Rodgers.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.